Got a grandson on the way.
Wow.
King's about to have a son.
King's about to have a son. Congrats.
Yeah. And I told him I'm gonna make this the greatest gangster of all times. I will raise this child to torture you the way that you tortured me. I promise you, there will be an indictment in this young one.
No, I'm gonna tell you the reason why he wanted to be over there. Y'all ready? Because he can suck and pacify over there. He was 12 years old. He was sucking pacify till he was 12 years old. He couldn't do that in the house. You
cried like a baby. Hold it
Yeah.
They trying to say I was over there trying to suck a passy, but they ain't gonna tell you everything like that. They trying to hide it.
Things are about to explode inside T.I. and Tiny's household, and the drama is getting out of control. Word on the block is King Harris's girlfriend, Big Nana, has been running slick plays behind closed doors. People are whispering that she's been working King for months, twisting his emotions and setting him up for the ultimate trap, locking him down with a baby. They're calling it a straight-up baby trap, saying Nana saw this as her golden ticket into the Harris empire, with fame and money stamped all over her plan. But here's the wild part. T.I. isn't the type to let anyone hustle their way into his family with schemes and games. From the jump, he didn't like the vibe Big Nana was giving off. He warned King early, saying the whole thing looked messy, pointing out how she seemed more obsessed with the lifestyle than with his son. And let's not forget, T.I. has one of the sharpest radars for spotting fake energy. He's survived the rap game, Hollywood scandals, and industry snakes. He knows when someone's riding for real love and when they're plotting for position. That's why he stood his ground, telling King flat out he wasn't about to let Nana finesse her way into the Harris dynasty or touch their money. T.I. made it crystal clear he wasn't paying Nana's bills or covering baby costs, leaving King no choice but to face grown man life head on. Now he's standing at the crossroads of adulthood, and that pressure is hitting him harder than ever. For anyone just catching up on this saga, let's rewind real quick. Everyone thought T.I. and Tiny were sliding smoothly into the grandparent chapter, especially after their daughter Zonique welcomed her baby girl back in 2020. Not long after, T.I.'s other son, Domani, also became a father, and fans assumed the Harris family was naturally stepping into that next phase. But then, boom, the shocker dropped when T.I. casually revealed in a Hot 107.9 interview that King was also expecting a baby with Nana. His tone might have been jokes, but his face told the real story, disappointment written all over it. And it didn't take long for fans to figure out why. Nana isn't just older than King, her whole image had people raising eyebrows. Once T.I. got wind of the relationship, he immediately waved red flags, warning his son not to let his guard down. He was convinced she wasn't chasing love, she was chasing status, shine, and a slice of the bag. And let's keep it real, T.I. showing frustration with King ain't shocking for anyone who's followed their rocky father-son history. Their bond has been shaky for years, and the world has seen some of their ugliest arguments unfold. Not too long ago, King even got caught on camera courtside in a heated argument with a guy in the stands. Instead of walking away, King jumped on Instagram Live, letting thousands watch the chaos unfold in real time. I tried to calm him down, but King kept screaming, "I stand on business," over and over in front of the whole internet. That's when T.I. snapped, locking his own son in a headlock and showing everybody who still ran the house.
This ain't your fucking restaurant. This ain't your fucking restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Who the hell is he? What's your name?
What's your name?
My name King. You know it and your mama know it. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. File your shit.
Come back.
What? On game what? On game what? Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here.
But the drama didn't stop there. After the game, King clapped back, accusing T.I. of leaving him stuck in the hood and even hinting at abuse. Social media went into flames instantly, but fans weren't buying the sob story. They dragged him online, calling out the fake narrative. People straight up told him, "Quit lying. Your dad is T.I. You didn't grow up starving in the streets. You grew up in a mansion." Receipts were pulled, and the internet showed no mercy. Still, King refused to back down. He doubled down, swearing he did grow up with struggles because he spent most of his childhood at his grandmother's house in the hood. He even dropped a bomb, saying the only time he stayed at T.I.'s mansion was when cameras were rolling for family hustle. As soon as filming wrapped, he said he was right back at Grandma's crib. And turns out, King wasn't the only one with those feelings. None of T.I.'s kids actually lived with him full-time. Zonique even admitted she stayed with Tiny's mom because her parents were always gone, either touring, chasing bags, or tied up with their own projects. Fans were shocked. How could one of hip-hop's biggest families be so disconnected at home? Mansions and Bentleys don't replace parents, and the Harris kids felt that gap heavy. Even with all that distance, T.I. never stopped trying to guide them with advice, and when it came to King, his biggest warning was always about Big Nana. From day one, he said she wasn't moving out of love. She was moving for what she could get. And once the pregnancy news hit, suspicions went.
King, have you ever woke up with a roach on your face?
No, that's not the goal.
All right, then. So there it goes.
in your ear.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
got in the neighborhood with me that broke up with roach in your ear. Y'all want to go to the bando in my neighborhood? Do y'all want to go to the bando? Do y'all want to go to the bando? To make him look better, he said he know not true. Silver spoon, I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life.
Nigga, you did have a silver spoon.
Look, Sid used to have to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the
You
fight.
cried like a baby to go to your grandmama's house.
Every day.
You used to hold your breath
Every
and
day.
throw tantrums to go over there.
Neighborhood. I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand
No,
that.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why he want to be over there. Y'all ready? Cause he can suck and pacify over there. Till he was 12 years old. He was sucking pacify till he was 12 years old. He couldn't do that in the house.
He cried like a baby. Hold his breath.
Yeah.
They try to say I was over there trying to second pass it, but they ain't gonna tell you everything like that. They trying to hide it.
Ain't nobody hiding that.
Sugarcoat it. He capping. He capping.
Hey.
Man, on business. And no nigga ever put our car ever in life. I stand on business. You got me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on
I don't
business.
feel like you stand on business.
Yeah. I've been stood on business. I've been stood on business. You want to hide it for the world, I'm going to put it out there for them to see.
Hey, man,
I want to put up nowhere. You ain't had me put up nowhere. Like, you ain't had me behind the mansion. I was outside doing what I wanted to do.
You was behind that till you cried.
No, I got too much to drink. I drunk too much. Drunk too much.
let's go.
Niggas get mad because we say the South ain't the suburbs. Then he want to talk about some other like this being sick. This being sick.
Emotional.
No, I'm being real. You lying. You lying. You over here flagging. You're capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. I know. I know you. You capping. I know you. I know you. I know you.
Shut up. Shut
I
up.
know you
Ain't no
though.
mystery about here.
I know you though. I know you though. I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
Hey,
What is she talking
get
about?
off me, like, what the fuck? Man, get off me,
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Ain't shit you can do with me.
This ain't your fucking restaurant. This ain't your fucking restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you.
Went through the roof. Insiders even claimed Nana bragged about how being tied to King would make her famous, secure her bag, and lock her into the Harris legacy forever. Behind closed doors, whispers said she was pulling King away from his family, keeping him wrapped around her finger. T.I. wasn't letting that slide. He accused her of using her age and experience to control his son while he was too young and blinded to see the bigger picture. And being T.I., he wasn't sugarcoating anything. He laid down the law, telling Nana point blank she wasn't about to finesse her way into Harris money. He told her if she really wanted a future with King, she had to face it with him without leaning on his bank accounts. That warning set off a family showdown that fans can't stop talking about. Some say T.I. was being cold, but others think he was protecting his son from a lifetime of mistakes. And let's be real, T.I. knows better than most. One wrong move in this game can wreck your career and your life in seconds. But the mess hit a whole new level once Big Nana's pregnancy went public. Suddenly, the couple was under a blazing spotlight, and everybody had something to say. For King, who's been dying to carve out his own lane in rap, this should have been his moment to lock in, drop heat, and finally earn some respect. But instead of trending for music, he was trending for baby mama drama and blow-ups with his dad. And in hip-hop, perception is everything. Fans started clowning.
All right, I need you to step out the vehicle.
What you want to do? You want to take my gun off my head?
Yes, sir.
There's one in the head.
Does your buddy have one as well?
It's guns in here.
All right, just hang tight right here for me. Let me clear this. I don't want any accidental fires.
There's no safety. You got to take it.
There's no safety.
Take the clip out of it.
Well, I'm not gonna mess around with that too much. Let me just set this down right here. Dude, step out for me. Yes, sir. Place your hands behind your back for me. All right, right now you're just being detained. You're not under arrest. I'm gonna be at the church. All right, I appreciate you being cool, man. We're just gonna take a look at this information, make sure it's valid.
I ain't sure it is.
Just take a step to the side for me.
Him, saying he was chasing headlines instead of chasing bars. Some even joked his biggest collaboration wasn't with another rapper, it was with T.I., stepping in to lecture him on Instagram Live. Savage, the noise started burying any chance King had of proving himself as a serious artist, and let's not forget, his bond with T.I. was shaky long before this pregnancy bombshell. That viral argument where King screamed, "I stand on business," in front of thousands became a permanent stain on his image. Fans weren't impressed either. To them, it didn't look like a man holding his ground. It looked like a kid pretending to be tough. T.I., though, wasn't about to let his son drag the Harris name through the mud unchecked. That infamous headlock moment hit the internet like wildfire, splitting the crowd right down the middle. Some said T.I. embarrassed his own son on purpose, while others believed it was the tough love slap of reality King desperately needed. Either way, the message was loud. King wanted freedom, but T.I. wasn't about to let him spiral out of control without consequences. And now with this pregnancy scandal in play, it feels like the storm is only getting bigger. T.I. has seen this same story destroy too many young rappers, falling for the wrong girl, making reckless choices, and watching their careers collapse overnight. He warned King that Nana wasn't moving out of love, and once fans caught wind of her being way older, the backlash went crazy. People started asking how she even got close to King in the first place. Behind the curtain, talk spread that Nana had a playbook from the start, using pregnancy as her ticket to lock in her spot. But I wasn't buying it for a second. He shut it down, making it clear his empire and his money weren't up for grabs. King would have to learn the hard way what it meant to step into fatherhood, paying bills, carrying responsibility, and facing grown man pressure without dad's safety net. That's when King's whole hood background storyline got dragged back into the spotlight. For months, he tried pushing the image of being a kid from nothing, fighting his way up like rappers from the trenches. But fans weren't having it. They pointed straight to the mansions, the luxury lifestyle, and the fact his father is one of the most successful moguls in hip-hop. To a lot of people, it looked like King was creating a fake struggle just to score rap credibility. But then came the bombshell. He admitted he really did spend a lot of time at his grandma's place in the hood, and that most of his memories with T.I. and Tiny happened only when the family hustle cameras were rolling. As soon as filming wrapped, he said he was right back at grandma's spot. That confession stunned folks and gave some insight into why King always acts like he's got something to prove. But fans still weren't fully buying it. They pointed out that even if he split time in the hood, he always had access to money, connections, and opportunities regular kids could never dream of. To critics, that wasn't the same kind of grind, and pretending it was rubbed people the wrong way. And now, with Big Nana in the picture, they think he's digging himself even deeper into a storyline that doesn't add up. Some even said Nana spotted his need to rebel and played it to her advantage. Big Nana was hyping up King's ego while slowly pushing him further from T.I.'s advice. And that's why so many believe she convinced him to cut off his parents completely. No safety net, no backup, just her running the show. But T.I. wasn't letting that slide. He clapped back strong, letting everybody know he wasn't about to bankroll Nana, her baby, or any of their drama. Insiders claimed T.I. told King straight up, if you want to be grown, then handle grown man responsibilities. And that line hit heavy, because suddenly King couldn't lean on his dad's millions anymore. The "you're on your own" warning shook fans, especially since King had been the one saying he didn't even want T.I. around. Now he was forced to prove he could actually survive without him. Social media wasted no time roasting him. People were posting things like, "Didn't you say T.I. wasn't your dad? Well, let's see how you raise a baby without his wallet." His own words got flipped into weapons, and the internet fired them back non-stop. But the chaos sparked a bigger debate about hip-hop families. Does money help these kids or hurt them in the long run? Some argued that growing up in the spotlight forces celebrity kids to prove themselves, and when they fake an image, it always backfires. King pushing a hood kid narrative while living a luxury life was Exhibit A, and fans weren't fooled for a second. Plenty of people felt like T.I. and Tiny weren't completely innocent in this mess either. Their own kids admitted the grandparents did most of the day-to-day raising, while T.I. stayed busy chasing deals, building businesses, and keeping his name hot in the game. That absence left cracks wide open, and some believe King's wild rebellious streak is the result of those gaps. But no matter how you slice it, the spotlight keeps swinging back to Big Nana. Sources claim she's been selling King dreams about starting their own family empire, but insiders ain't fooled. They say she wanted fame, clout, and the Harris name branded onto her image. And now, with the pregnancy, she's closer than ever to locking that in. T.I., though, isn't ducking smoke. He's called her out straight up, making it clear she's not sliding into the Harris accounts without a fight. The pressure's on King now, forced to figure out fatherhood without leaning on daddy's money. Some fans say T.I. is being cold-blooded, but others believe it's the only way King will ever step up to real responsibility. By the time this saga hit social media, it wasn't just family drama anymore. It turned into full-blown entertainment for blogs and fans. Every IG Live King dropped was dissected, every caption Nana posted got picked apart, and every line T.I. spoke became a headline. The narrative split fast. Some people swore King was just being manipulated, while others argued he knew exactly what he was doing, but refused to admit he fumbled. Either way, one fact was clear. King had cornered himself, and the only way out was to face the fire. For someone his age, juggling beef with his dad, the pressure of rap dreams, and becoming a father all at once is the type of storm that can either make him or break him. The biggest problem? King's personality runs heavy on defiance, and that's what keeps blowing this situation up. Instead of slowing down to think, he reacts in the moment, snapping at games, going live during fights, and firing back at critics online. He's more focused on proving he's real than proving he's ready for real-life responsibility. And that's exactly where Big Nana steps in. Insiders whisper she knows how to stroke his ego, keeping him wrapped around her while pulling him further from T.I.'s influence. People close to the family even claim she's been telling King that T.I. never had his back, convincing him he's better off starting a new life without his parents involved at all. If that's true, it's dangerous, because once that wedge gets too deep between King and T.I., the mistakes only get bigger. Meanwhile, fans are still debating if T.I. handled it the right way. Some argue blasting Nana and cutting off financial support was the smartest power move he could make. T.I. drew a hard line in the sand and proved no amount of scheming was going to shake his household, but not everybody agreed. Some felt he should have kept the drama private instead of blasting his disappointment in interviews and shutting it all down so publicly. Still, T.I. isn't new to war. He's weathered decades of rumors, scandals, and controversy, and he knows sometimes the quickest way to kill a story is to face it head-on. By openly telling the world he wasn't about to let Big Nana hustle her way into the Harris dynasty, he shut down the narrative before it spun even further out of control. But here's where it gets deeper. T.I. isn't just protecting his brand, he's trying to stop King from walking the same dangerous path he once did. Everybody remembers T.I.'s run-ins with the law, the jail stints, the hard lessons he had to eat. He doesn't want his son repeating that cycle. That's why he's drawing such sharp boundaries. He knows reckless choices at King's age can wreck your future in seconds. For T.I., blocking Nana's influence isn't about being heartless. It's about survival. He wants King to understand fatherhood isn't a clout move. It's not a storyline for the gram, and it's definitely not a shortcut for someone to secure the bag. It's real life with real weight and consequences. And let's not ignore the elephant in the room. T.I. and Tiny's parenting style has been under fire for years. Fans still talk about the stories of their kids being raised mostly by grandparents or relatives while the couple toured, filmed, or chased business deals. People argue that even with all the wealth, money doesn't replace presence, and that might explain why King's rebellious streak runs so wild. Some fans even sympathize, saying King has been acting out for years just to get attention and validation from parents who were too busy building empires. Others think he's simply entitled, spoiled, and now facing the price of trying to grow up too fast. Either way, one thing is crystal clear. The Harris household is boiling with chaos, and the world is locked in, watching every single move like it's a reality show gone off the rails. The truth is, King is now staring reality straight in the eye. No more cameras, no more excuses, and no more hiding behind his father's name. And the craziest part, social media already wrote the ending for him. Comment sections are overflowing with people saying he wanted the hood life. Well, now he got it, and this baby mama gonna show him what real struggle feels like. A lot of folks are convinced that at just 20 years old, King has dug himself into a hole too deep to climb out of. But others believe maybe this is the exact wake-up call he's been dodging. Maybe fatherhood will finally push him to level up, drop the antics, and lock in on music. That's the gamble right now. Will King rise up, or will the pressure crush him before his career even starts? And then there's Big Nana. Her name took a serious hit in all this. Fans are labeling her a schemer, an opportunist, accusing her of chasing fame through King. T's public rejection only poured gasoline on that fire, leaving her to prove she's not just in it for the bag and the clout. But here's the problem. Once people slap that manipulative label on you, it sticks like glue. Every move she makes, every caption she drops, every picture she posts will be judged under that spotlight. And if she slips even once, the crowd will scream, "See? We told you so." So where does that leave King Harris? Standing at a crossroads. He can either step up, own his choices, and carve out a fresh path as both a father and an artist, or keep drowning in drama that overshadows his music and destroys his potential before it even takes off. T.I. has already washed his hands financially. Tiny's staying more silent than ever, and the rest of the Harris family is watching from the sidelines, waiting to see if he sinks or swims. King wanted independence, and now he's got it, but with the kind of weight that can either build a man or break him down. This saga is nowhere near finished, and one thing's guaranteed. The Harris family is about to keep flooding headlines. The real question is, will King finally take in the lessons his father's been preaching for years, or will Big Nana's influence drag him even deeper into chaos? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. This drama is playing out like a reality show nobody can stop watching. Smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and share this video so you don't miss the next update. See you on the next one.